I'm here with Jonathan and Christina from Groupon. We've just been on our panel looking at social sales called the Friend Close. So I wondered if you could just introduce yourselves and maybe reflect a bit on what was discussed on the panel and the sort of questions you were getting. Okay.
Well, my name is Christina. I work for the marketing team for Groupon, social media specifically. I'm here with Jonathan today, who was at the panel, and he can tell you more about what was going on.
Okay, so I'm Jonathan Mann. I'm head of marketing for Groupon UK. So it was a very interesting panel relating the process of sales to social media and our social presence specifically. So there were lots of questions given as regards to how involved social is in the sales process and how we are going about that business from the beginning of the transaction right the way to customer service through fulfillment. So I think the general point I made, and which Christina so helpfully assisted with, was to make the point that social media is absolutely fundamental to our brand. We are a social buying brand, and the whole point of Groupon is that a group of users have clubbed together and have expressed their interest in the product and are very persuaded and very motivated by the quality of experience that we're providing them with. So the social buying process for us is actually part of the brand. From the very beginning, where customers engage with each other and we engage with the customers to explain the process of the merchant proposition, right the way to providing feedback on how the purchasing process is fulfilled, right the way to the end, where customers ask questions about very simple questions like when will I receive my voucher, how can I redeem my voucher, what methods are open to get that Groupon for that day. Because the Groupons, you see, they're not vouchers, they're Groupons.
I was going to ask, it seems like the real difference here for Groupon is that it's the social element. You use, I've seen the emails beaming out every day.
Yep.
And you're using the social channels as well, but it seems like the core element is the community buying stuff, and you're using just the sort of quite traditional models of actually selling that in. Is that true? I mean, are you using the same the direct marketing techniques in the same way?
I mean, I keep telling clients how complex and difficult our CRM process is, which is this. We send people an email every day telling them what we've got on offer today. So the process of purchase fulfillment at Groupon is actually surprisingly simple. It's just a simple buying in. You are involved with the brand, you understand the notion of the brand, you understand the touchstones of the brand, and it's up to you to engage with that. And we help fulfill that by introducing you to the most luxurious experiences at a price that you're going to be particularly happy with.
You can't refuse. An offer you can't refuse.
Everybody loves a deal.
And that brings me to one of the criticisms I've seen is that you're building huge loyalty behind Groupon. It's brilliant for the consumers, but at the end of the day, it's maybe more difficult for the retailers because they're not necessarily building the loyalty. They're driving short-term traffic. How do you respond to that?
When we're cutting deals with merchants, we're very particular to remind them about what happens. Groupon is a marketing event to a merchant. So the merchant has to be aware of the fact that once they've acquired the customer, they've got to engage the customer in the most suitable and profitable way for them. So merchants benefit enormously from an influx of sales. A small niche shop may receive as much traffic and as many new customers in a single day as they perhaps may receive in 6 months or in a year. So the process by which we set up the deals is educative with the merchant. So we will only engage with merchants who have that in place to begin with. We don't want the merchants to create a bad experience for the customer, and we don't want the customer to have that bad experience. It doesn't help anyone.
Well, we also not only educate the customer, but we also educate the merchant as well in social terms, because we link to the merchant's social platform. So we would link to their Facebook. We'll have a blogger write a post about them. So we want to interact with, the merchant and the customer. Same level.
Yeah, definitely.
And so, obviously, you're on the panel with Bruce Daisley from YouTube. Do you use video in the Groupon process or the sales process at the moment?
We send video shorts into our customer base through the Facebook fan pages we have. not only to let them know what's on offer at Groupon, but just to promote the social nature of Groupon. It's a social buying brand. It's a group buying brand.
Are you noticing the same uplift that he mentioned on the panel as well with the video?
In terms of search, you mean?
Well, in terms of sales.
In terms of sales, yeah, we see it as a value driver, because a richness of experience in and around the brand builds up you as a customer, your understanding of the brand, what the brand's about. And it's not just about the discounts, it's about the experiences, it's about delivering the best in your city at a price you can afford on that day, or are willing to afford on that day.
So obviously whatever you're doing is working really, really well, but what's next? What's the innovations that you're bringing to the market?
Oh no, we can't tell you those.
We'll just have to keep tuned, will
You'll
we?
just have to keep watching them.
Excellent. Well, Christina, Jonathan, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.